Hi dear students, good morning once again. This is the second class about word stress. I taught you in last class word stress. We discussed word stress. Okay, let us continue the same topic today also. I think you understood something about the word stress. Yeah, of course, it is a new topic based on phonetics transcriptions. Phonetics in first year topic. So no problem. Once again, I repeat that. I repeat that introduction and let us continue after the next class. You know that word stress. Word stress. As you know, word that means there are many words in English like book, college, man, battle. These are all words. Stress. Do you know a lot of emotions in language? Not only in English, in all languages, many emotions. Whereas in English, according to the native speakers, some utterance, an extra force, a muscle power is used when some words are pronounced, especially in words some syllables, because in English there are many words. All words are divided: monosyllabic words, disyllabic words, trisyllabic words and polysyllabic words. As we know, monosyllabic words in isolation have no stress. First of all, stress. Do you know? Stress is identified in a word by the small vertical bar. Small vertical bar. Already I taught in last class. Small vertical bar, where there is an accent in a word before that syllable, the beginning of the syllable. By this mark, we have to identify the stress. Suppose T-E-A-C-H-E-R, teacher, the word. How many syllables? Did you remember syllable? A word or part of a word forming a unit of pronunciation is called syllable. That is first year topic. So when you come to the word teacher, how many syllables? 2 syllables. Teach. So between here 2 syllables. This is disyllabic word. 2 syllables. Okay. In these 2 syllables, both syllables are not pronounced alike. First syllable and second syllable are not pronounced alike. Here rule is there about the stress. If more than 1 syllables are there in a word, that means 2, 3, 4 or 5. 2, 3, 4 or 5. Among these syllables, 1 syllable is prominent than rest of the syllable. Suppose when you come to this particular word teacher, first syllable is pronounced T. Second syllable So that is why here more prominence, that is the extra force is used on first syllable. What is it? The first syllable begins with the first letter T. So that is why stress means here small vertical bar used here the beginning of the syllable above the syllable here. This is in examination point of view, you want to kill this small vertical bar where there is accented syllable. Here what is accented or stressed syllable? Teach, first syllable. So it is pronounced teacher. It is pronounced teacher. You try teacher. Okay, right. As you know, English is not our vernacular. That means it is not our mother tongue. This international language has some certain particular rules, features we have to follow because we are foreign learners of that language. Among them, among many grammar topics, this is something variety. By learning this word stress, we must know how to utter, how to pronounce a particular word. Before learning the stress, we don't know how to pronounce that any word. Suppose we, according to Telugu accent, we pronounce this word teacher. But after you learn this word stress, you may pronounce this word teacher. He is my teacher. See, extra force is used in first syllable in the word teacher. Okay, teacher. So that is why try to learn. When you come to regular classes, definitely we shall discuss again this topic. Of course, something a little bit complexity in this because stress is not it is unpredictable. Sometimes it may fixed. Sometimes it may shift from one syllable to another syllable. Okay, right? In last class, I taught you only one rule. Some disyllabic words have R silent letter at the end of them. In this case, stress is on the first syllable, like a teacher, brother, mother, sister, doctor, like this, liar, like these words. In all these words, stress is on first syllable because these are disyllabic words. So in all these disyllabic words, first syllable is prominent than rest of that is second syllable. Let us discuss some more rules in this class. Now rule number 2. Rule number 2. Monosyllabic words in isolation take no stress. No stress. Okay? Monosyllabic words in isolation take no stress. Already we discussed in introduction of this class in last class monosyllabic words. That means the syllable has only one, the word has only one syllable. So if you want to identify the stress mark in a word, comparison is needed with another syllable. But here in monosyllabic words only one syllable. So that is why no stress. Here let me write some examples. Cook, book, king, no, not king, love. See, these are all good, book, love. These are all monosyllabic words, so that is why no stress. Remember, no stress. It is sure if these kinds of monosyllabic words are given in public examination point of view, no need to identify stress. Maybe it is not given because they are monosyllabic words. Okay, remember this is the second rule. Monosyllabic words in isolation take no stress. Isolation means lonely. Lonely. I mean one. Okay. Now, rule number 3. Rule number 3. Do you know in first year grammar, I think you remember parts of speech. What's that? Parts of speech. How many parts of speech? Did you remember? Of course, I tell you answer. No problem. You don't worry. 8 parts of speech. Among them, noun, adjective, verb. Now we shall discuss about this. Not definitions or not definitions. about what is noun, what is adjective, what is verb. No, just simply you have to remember what is noun, adjective and verb. See, the rule is here, rule number 3. If a word is a noun or adjective, if a word is a noun or adjective, stress is on first syllable. If the same word functions as verb, stress is on second syllable. Okay. If a word is a noun or adjective, the stress is on first syllable. What is that? First syllable. If the same word functions as verb, remember verb, noun, adjective, verb, stress is on second syllable. Second syllable. It is very clear. There is no obscurity here. Noun or adjective. Stress is on first syllable. If the same word or functions as verb, stress is on second syllable. Example. Noun or adjective. Here let me write the words. One side is noun and adjective, another side verb. Same word, same word. C-O-N-D-U-C-T. Suspect. Subject. Object. Convey. Same words I am writing here. Subject. Object. Convey. A lot of words are there, just I am writing some of the words here. See, you have to observe these two lists of words, same words, but these are noun and adjective, these are verbs. What is rule here? If it is noun or adjective, stress is on first syllable. First syllable, second syllable. First of all, we must know how many syllables are there in given word. All these are disyllabic words. Disyllabic words means the word contains two syllables. Conjunct, suspect, subject, object, convey. Two syllables. Once again, I pronounce conjunct, suspect, subject, object, convey. In this row, stress is on first syllable. Here, 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 here. Now, when you come this verb part, stress is on second syllable. Second syllable starts from here, B. P. J. J. B. Now let us pronounce the difference between noun adjective and verb. Okay? If the stress is on first syllable, So the extra force, the prominent, the first syllable taken, the prominent, then it pronounced conduct, conduct, okay, conduct. Suspect, what's that? Suspect. See, observe me, I use that force on first syllable in my utterance, in my pronunciation. Conduct, suspect, subject, object, convey. Okay? But the same here stress is shifted to second syllable when the words are verbs. The first stress placement is shifted to second place, second syllable. Why? The function of the word is different. The function of the word is different. This is verb. Now, see its pronunciation conduct. But when you come here, conduct, 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 suspect, suspect, subject, subject, object, object, okay, convey, convey. Now let us see the variation between them, because same words here, spelling is same, but function of the word is different. Okay, conduct, conduct, suspect, suspect, subject, subject, object, object, convey, convey. This is the grammatical function of the words. Of course, you have doubt. But in examination point of view, among these, if any one is given, how do you identify whether it is a noun, adjective or verb? Am I right? Yeah, your doubt, I expect that your doubt. Sometimes, in examination point of view, the word is here. Conduct. N. N means noun. No doubt, stress is here. Okay? Otherwise, in bracket, ADJ given. ADJ means adjective. Here also, stress is on first. But sometimes V is given. V means verb. Now, stress placement is second. Conduct. Conduct. But don't fix it. Sometimes in bracket noun, adjective or verb is given, but sometimes no words are given. You may doubt, sir, how do we get that answer? By practice. What's that? By practice. Thank you very much. This is the second and third rule. Okay. Grammatical function of the word. Noun, adjective or verb. Next rule is rule number 4. Rule number 4. Yes. Compound words take stress on the first syllable. On the first syllable. Compound words. Already in last class I taught you what is compound word. In compound word, more than two groups, more than one syllable are given. You know compound words, right? Suppose book, one word, shop, another word. Together, bookshop. This is called compound word. Example, book, shop, sea, sick, sea, port, figure, leaves, fig, leaves. center. You just I wrote 5 words. These are all compound words. So in this compound, remember compound, in compound words more than one syllable. Bookshop 2 syllable, seasick 2 syllable, seaport 2 syllable, fig leaves 2 syllables, call center of course 3 syllables. So in this type of compound words, stress is on first syllable. First syllable means very beginning here. This. Now let us pronounce them. Bookshop. Where is an extra force is used here? Where is extra force used? First one, first syllable. Bookshop. Seasick. Seaport. Fig leaves. Call center. See, when you observe the native speakers' articulation, it is something different than ours. Just we pronounce casually. For example, Pushpam in Telugu. Pushpamu. Just we pronounce in Telugu Pushpamu. But that word is in English F-L-O-W-E-R. According to Telugu accent, we pronounce that flower. What's that? Flower. But flower. Its pronunciation, flower. What's that? Flower. That is the difference between native speakers' pronunciation and other person's pronunciation. So be careful, and after you learn this language like this, whenever you speak among the persons with articulation, with intonation, that is really super. Wonderful. You will be frustrated. So that is why you have to pay concentration on learning this type of grammar. Okay. This is based on communication. All second year grammar based on communication skills. Okay. Now let us discuss the next rule. This is compound words. Take stress on the first syllable. Next rule, rule number 5. Rule number 5. Disyllabic nouns and adjectives take stress on the first syllable. On the first syllable. Of course, it is related to one of the rules before it was completed. Example, once again here, disyllabic nouns and adjectives. Disyllabic nouns and adjectives. Artist, always. Artist, always. Beauty, common, journey, roadside, like these words. These are all nouns and adjectives. In this way, the stress is on first syllable. Artist, first syllable here. All first syllable. Now pronounce. Let us pronounce that. Artist. Artist. Always. It's not always. Always. Beauty. What a beauty. Just whenever we see a beautiful nature, we may feel like it. What a beauty. What a beauty. No, what a beauty. Like it. Next, common. It's common. It's common thing. Just we up and down we pronounce that it's common. Of Of course, we don't use that, that is stress, but we have to use that stress. After using that stress, your language is beautiful. Common. Next, journey. Journey. You know, in Telugu, journey. Journey. But in English, it's not possible. If you pronounce that word in according to Telugu accent, that is a little bit, it's not a correct way. So that is why journey. What's that? Journey. Next, roadside. Roadside. These are all nouns and adjectives. They are disyllabic words. In this case, stress is on second syllable. Once again, artist. What's that? Artist. Always. Beauty. Common. Journey. Roadside. See, when I teach you, you must involve. Of course, when I say when I pronounce this artist, you don't move your head like this. Okay, sir. No, you have to pronounce after me. Artist. You may say artist. By pronunciation only, you learn this topic, grammar. Word stress. Next. P-E-R. You know this word? Actually, this word belongs to the first rule. R silent. Disyllabic or some disyllabic words. R as silent letter. Oh, but why I repeat this word? It is something very different pronunciation. Because in Telugu we can say paper, paper. No, in English it is pronounced paper. What's that? Paper, paper. Two syllables. The first syllable is prominent. Stress is on first syllable. Paper. So this is fifth rule. Now let's discuss another rule. Another rule. Rule number 6. Some words end with the suffix. And the suffix A-T-I-O-N. Some words end with the suffix A-T-I-O-N, which take the stress, on the second syllable from the end. Second syllable from the end. From the end, but not from the beginning. Some words end with the suffix A-T-I-O-N. That means the word ends with A-T-I-O-N, which take the stress on the second syllable from the end. Example. See the words? Communication, qualification, variation, perspiration. See, A-T-I-O-N, 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 A-T-I-O-N. These A-T-I-O-N are called suffixes. Suffix means, in last class I taught you, a letter or group of letters are added at the end of the word. See here, now what is the rule? Stress is on second syllable from the end. Second syllable from the end, of course. Before that, altogether, how many syllables are there in a given word? You must know. Ka, mu, ni, ke, So communication. Together 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the word communication having 5 syllables. Now the question is second syllable from the end. 1, 2. Second syllable from the end. This one. Okay. So stress is on here. Likewise, qualification. Here also 5. Second from the end. Cation. This is variation. But in this word variation 4 syllables only. 4 syllables, not 5. Variation. Remember this word, you see very clearly this word. A itself is 1 syllable. Okay? It is from A. Variation. So that is why stress is on A. Perspiration. Perspiration. Here also 4. Second from the end. Rain. Now let us pronounce these words. Communication, qualification, variation, perspiration. Okay, once again, communication. You pronounce. Okay, pronounce communication. Yeah, you pronounce yourself. Of course, I don't see this time. Qualification. You pronounce qualification. Yes. Variation. Okay. You carry on. Variation. Perspiration. You have to pronounce perspiration. This is the rule. What is the rule? Some words end with the suffix ATION. Stress is on second syllable from the end. That's it. Now the next rule is rule number 7. Do you pronoun? Did you remember pronoun? What is pronoun? Because that is first year grammar. Pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun. But we don't want that definition here. Just what is pronoun? In pronoun, reflexive personal pronoun, reflexive pronoun, okay, relative pronouns. Among them here we want reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun. Self is added to the personal pronoun. So reflexive pronouns rule is reflexive pronouns take stress on the second syllable. What is that? Second syllable. Reflexive pronouns take the stress on the second syllable. Example: myself, yourself, herself, himself, itself. Like this. Here, how many syllables? In all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wrote 5 words here. These 5 words are disyllabic words. Myself, yourself, herself, himself, itself. What is the second syllable? Self. Here. Now let us pronounce them. Myself. See where the extra force in the second syllable is prominent than first syllable. So that is why myself. I prepared this curry myself. Girl said, I prepared this curry myself. Prepare. You know that word? P-R-E-P-A-R-E. This is also a disyllabic word. In this word, stress is on second syllable. Here, prepare. Prepare, no. Prepare, no. Prepare. This is verb. See, if it is verb, stress is on second syllable. Prepare. Okay. Let us see this. Myself, yourself, herself, himself, itself. You pronounce after me. I give a little bit gap after my pronunciation. You have to follow. Myself, yourself. Okay, you pronounce yourself, herself, himself, itself. My dear children, my dear students, you have to remember about this topic, that is stress. You learn by pronunciation only. When I say, you don't nod your head. Myself, I say myself. You may nod your head. No, you can't learn. After me, you have to practice thoroughly. Myself, yourself, itself. So this is about word stress. If remaining are there, next class, otherwise when you come to college, we will discuss. I think you have learned something, you can understand something. Of course, if you don't understand, ask me by sending messages or making a phone call. Definitely, I will clarify your doubts. Thank you very much for listening to classes on word stress. We will meet you. We will meet in next class. Thank you. Bye.